Hey everyone, it's Liam Piper here, and I thought I would show off the games that I've been able to buy thrifting this February. It's all gaming related content, bar one thing, which is the DVD. When I say gaming related content, I have also bought some gaming clothes that I also want to show off as well. You may also notice the beard and the moustache are gone. When I watched my last thrift video back, I realised I look like a state. I pretty much look like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards, and yeah, I also got rid of the hair there. Well, most of it. You can still see some of it. Also, usual thrift shirt, the Stuart Ashen Game Boy shirt. Strange that there's only one button when a Game Boy normally has two. So you've only got one there and one there. Yeah, the fun of having a roof camera that is actually backwards. Well, for me anyway. So, first thing I picked up, this is all from the 4th of February. This is stuff I didn't get today. For those who don't know, I go charity shopping slash thrifting twice a month. One at the start and one close to the end of the month. Or in this case, the middle of the month. So, first game, for those you don't know, with me and Midas, I tend to collect a lot of Midas. Either what they went under Midas Touch, Midas Interactive Games, and Midas Games. This is the first game I picked up. Project Minerva. Hey, it's even got the price on it. Fun stuff. About $1.30 per pound, we'll say. So £1 is about $1.30. Yeah, this game had potential until I started playing it. What do I mean by that? The game doesn't allow you to progress unless you beat the tutorial. The tutorial makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. And it's a shame because if you look at the screenshots on the back, you can see that this game actually has some form of potential. And you can see a slight reflection of me around about here-ish, so you most probably see that twice. And yes, for those you do not know, I do record using OBS. But yeah, I might have to try this game again because this game actually has potential. But the tutorial just didn't make any sense. Just let my chair a bit. There we go. So you can see, you know, not the top of my head just going dunk like that. Next up is a game that I played when I was younger, and I wanted to revisit. Need for Speed Most Wanted Black Edition. The Black Edition is you get an extra DVD where you go behind the scenes with the girl, like the girl that's actually in the game. You get like concept art and all sorts of other fun things. You also get like exclusive cards. It's kind of like a precursor to like DLC, pretty much. It's in good condition. It cost me £1 again. It's a pretty good price. I am looking forward to playing that. That's definitely going to be a review at some point. Project Minerva, I'm not too sure about. I won't be able to review this though. Namco Tennis Smash Corp. You may see. Oh, God, I hate how to hold it like that. You can see the promo disc. I'm a huge fan of promo discs. I'm a huge fan of demo discs. As soon as I saw this, I mean, the disc condition thankfully is not too terrible. You can see there's a little bit of scratching on there. But otherwise, that's pretty good. Yet again, it cost me about £1. I have to be careful when I put them on my bed that I don't beat the microphone. I need to make sure that I don't do that. This is the only non-gaming related thing. Top Gear Challenges 1 through 4. Actually, I like. There is another one of these in a little bit. But yeah, I have Challenges 1 and 2. I also have Challenges 6. But I didn't have 3 and 4, and I know that getting them from other stores that aren't charity shops can be a little bit more expensive. So I thought, you know what, let's get fresh copies of 1 and 2 as well. It was about £5. Not too bad of a price. Once again, down the Midas Touch route. Golden Age of Racing. You may notice, is this the game that does it? Yes. Brain in the Jar. That thing's actually quite important. Because this game uses the same engine as Truck Racing 2 that you most probably saw if you watched my last thrift video. This uses the same game engine. I'm going to be shocked when I say this. I actually like this. Something about it is actually quite enjoyable. Yeah, I find the cars control a bit like tanks, but for what it is, it's a Midas game that's actually, acceptable, shall we say. Once again, that was £1 as well. Now this one is a problem game. Sensor called Heart Hitter. I actually tried this game out on my PS2 and it would not load. because if you can tell on the back, there's some pretty nasty scratches. It's not really coming out. Yep, I still use the onboard keyboard after 3 years of using this computer. But yeah, this game doesn't load. So I'm going to have to find maybe another copy of this or just get this disc cleaned. So, because yeah, again, this one actually looks not terrible. It doesn't look too terrible. It just looks very generic. The only way to describe it. So I'll make sure that stuff doesn't start falling off the bed because that's not a good thing to happen. Now, this game is actually quite relevant. Time Crisis 2. For those of you who follow my blog, which I hope you do, if not, there'll be a link down there in the description, liampiperblog.wordpress.com, you'll know that last week I published a review of Time Crisis 3. I found this game after I'd written that review. It's going to be very, very interesting to play this compared to Time Crisis 3, because I've seen this in the arcade, and I've just realised that's a really, really cool effect. If you see on the disc, you can see there's like bullet holes. That's actually a really, really nice effect. That's not just a defect on the disc, that's the way it's been printed. That's actually quite cool. Never actually noticed that though. That's actually quite a nice thing. This game I paid over the odds for. I'm going to say that straight away. But this was the only game that they had in a specific charity shop, and it looks absolutely insane. I'm going to have to try and get the sticker off. Like a professional. The suffering ties that bind. It looks like a Silent Hill meets like a Silent Hill Gothic sort of game. Fear what's inside. The studio has its demons, and so do you. Who doesn't have demons? Everyone has to fight demons. Yeah, I paid £3 for that, or about $4. That's quite a bit more than I normally pay. This game just looked crazy enough, so I couldn't resist. This game is getting reviewed as soon as I can squeeze it in. This game is awesome. Soul Calibur 2. Soul Calibur 2 is an amazing game. I actually beat the arcade mode with one of the female characters. I can't remember the name of the character, but yeah, this game's a lot of fun. Yet again, about $1.30 or £1. I'm actually going to show this. This is the gem. This is the biggest. This is one of the rarest pickups I think I have ever found. This cost me about $13, which most probably is alarming a few people, but when I show you what game it is, you'll understand why. Ico. Yes. Thrifting, I found a copy of freaking Ico. One of the hardest titles to get on the PS2. This is a precursor to Shadow of the Colossus. I've actually played about an hour of this, and I freaking adore it. The graphics are gorgeous. The music is gorgeous. The whole concept of the fact that all the cutscenes are in a language that nobody knows, like a made-up language, is amazing. It's the way that the game depicts the story it's just on a different level. And I would love to find Shadow of the Colossus, but finding that game is going to be ridiculously tough. I'd have to get extremely lucky to get it for the sort of price that I got Ico for. But this can go online for around about $40. The fact that I got it for around about 13 to 15 is ridiculously good. I'm so happy I got that. I'm definitely going to be playing some of that much later on. This is another game that I've had from my childhood. Just trying to get some of the sticker residue. Oh, try to get some of the sticker residue off of it, and it's a pain to get off. It's one of these horrible stickers that I wish I lived in America because I could just use Goo-Gone on it. Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. From what I've heard, this is the last of the really, good, quote unquote, Tony Hawk games. Before they went like Project 8, Ride, and then, it went downhill. I've wanted to play this for a while. The copy I got a few years ago didn't work. So hopefully this one works. I haven't tested it, but the disc looks to be in pretty good condition. So, yeah, that's everything I got from the 4th. Now I'm going to show you what I've got today. Starting off with clothes. Yes, I went to Primark because I wanted some new clothes. And I got 3 new t-shirts. Hopefully they fit in the can. The first one's this. It's a Pokemon Pikachu shirt. This cost me around about $7.50. It's a really good price. And it's a really good quality shirt as well. I don't know. Primark literally just opened in my town a couple of weeks ago. I haven't had a chance to go into it, and I thought, you know what, I'm out and about. Well, to check it out. I'm glad I did. The second one is another Pokemon shirt. As the bag nearly invades my leg. Those who don't know, the bag's down there, and it's literally just scraping my leg. Gotta be careful I don't peek the microphone. That's fine. Stay on the hanger, dude. Come on. Yeah, it's a Pokeball t-shirt. Around about $10 this was. And this shirt is determined not to stay on the hanger. I might have to get a different hanger for it. So, yep. As I literally cover the games I've just bought. And the last one is, now this shirt is really, really cool actually. This is the Assassin's Creed, but it's the blood logo, like the blood coloured logo on it. That's actually really cool. That cost me only $6, or about what was £5. So yeah, I don't just buy games. I do actually have a sense of fashion. You can move the bag over to here. Because you don't want to really see a brown bag in the background. Now on to the games I bought today. Put them here. Strangely enough, I actually bought a GameCube game. It is a movie license title, so I've not got high hopes for it. Scorpion King, Rise of the Acadian. I've actually seen the film, and yeah, the film's not too bad. I mean, the disc in here actually is in good condition. The case, I will say, is a little bit battered. Especially when you look on the back, it looks like somebody, like they attacked it with a pencil when they got angry or something. But yeah, that was £1, about $1.30. That was actually a good pickup. These ones are all £1 or $1.30 each. I don't know what attracted me to this game, but this game just looks very, very interesting. This is Underworld: The Eternal War. When I was looking at this game, I looked at the screenshots on the back and I thought it looked like an MMO. I still think it looks like an MMO, to be honest. I don't know why. Or either that, or it looks like a shooter or a spectacle fight. I don't know what this game actually is. I don't know what style of game it actually is. So that got me intrigued. A game by the BBC. Yes, and I'm not talking about Robot Wars either for the PlayStation 2. Fightbox. I'm not sure. This looks like a spectacle fighter. And the fact that it's by the BBC, this little company here, is actually quite interesting. The BBC have published some games, like they did like Robot Wars, what's it, Arena of Destruction, I think, for the PS2. I can't remember. But obviously they had like the BBC Micro in the 80s as well. But I don't know. Just the fact that it's endorsed by the BBC is actually quite interesting because I've never heard of Fightbox. I didn't know if Fightbox was a TV show, or if any British people are watching and can clear up whether Fightbox was actually a TV show, that would actually be quite cool. Just thinking of somewhere to put it. Yep. Now I'm looking forward to this one. This is when they went under Midas Touch, but this game is actually good. Sorry about the sticker residue. I need to clear it off at some point for this. Heroes of Might and Magic: Quest for the Dragonbone Staff. You can see it is published by. God, I have to hold it like that. Published by, it's the 3DO game. This was at a time when 3DO basically just, were dumping a lot of games on there on the PlayStation 2. You had like Army Men, you had the early Heroes of Might and Magic and such. So, but yeah, it's quite interesting to see how many 3DO games there actually are that were ported from the 3DO onto the PS2/PlayStation 1. I don't think they ported any to the Saturn or Dreamcast, which is quite interesting. I don't think they did any to the Xbox either. This game, I've read reviews about, and I've read that it's bad. Although that might be the Xbox version, which I actually do own. But now I've got the PS2 version of it. Reign of Fire. This is made by Kuji, which is actually a company that is based not too far away from me here in the UK. Spyglass Entertainment, which don't don't correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Spyglass Entertainment a TV company? But yeah, I mean the graphics, the screenshots on the back look relatively interesting, but from what I've heard, this game is just not that good. But oh god, I have to turn that down. Sorry if that peaked the microphone there. Something just fell off the bed. Oh hey, here is a magic fell off the bed. That's good stuff, isn't it? Sorry if it peaked. I didn't mean for that to happen. Let me just pick that up. No, I'll pick it up after. I don't want to detract too much. Next game is a game based upon a cartoon I watched as a child. The Jackie Chan Adventures. Yes, Jackie Chan Adventures. They made a game about. It looks a lot of fun until I saw the fact that it's enhanced with EyeToy. EyeToy, for those you don't know, is like a precursor to like the Kinect or like PlayStation Move. It's kind of like a precursor to that some like little terrible camera that you can just cheat. I actually played the EyeToy quite a bit growing up, and yeah, I don't remember much about it. This is a game I actually rejected last time I went thrifting. I saw this back in January. I rejected it because I didn't find it quite interesting. I thought, it's one of those ones that I was on the fence about. Decided to take the plunge and finally get it. RC Revenge Pro. This looks quite interesting. From the back you can see it feels like a Rocket League sort of feeling to it, but it's more like an open world sort of feel as well. I don't know. All I know is that the cars are RC cars and it reminds me of Micro Machines, which is always a positive. I'm making sure I don't drop any more games because I don't want the mic to peak anymore. This is from the same shop that I actually rejected the other game from beforehand. I decided to pick it up because I remember that there's a Sega Genesis version of a game similar to this. Lotus Challenge. Yet again, developed by Kuju. Wow. Wow, this is Dave Kuju here, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. Enhanced by Firetrap. Be aware. Wow. Be aware of what? Be aware of crashing your Lotus? I'm not sure many people actually own Lotus cars, unless you're quite well off. And I like this introduction to the V3 Racing. What the hell am I saying? Racing Wheel 2. Congratulations, now the owner of a racing wheel. No, I'm not. That's a lie. I don't own a racing wheel. I really should look into getting a PlayStation 2 racing wheel because I used to have one, but for some reason something magically broke it. I can't remember what it was. This game is I bought this game because of what I've heard about it. I have to say Professor Juice or Rosie Caddick was the one who kind of, threw off the game, and I thought, I have to get it. This one's for you, Rosie. The Jungle Book Crew Party for £1. I don't know why I bought this, but I've just seen her play it, and I'm just like, what is it about? I mean, I think this is like a rhythm game, and obviously recently been playing Cryptid and Necrodancer, so I'm kind of on this. I'm on the intrigue trail, shall we say, of like rhythm sort of games. Although I won't be playing DJ Hero anytime soon anymore. That's something I won't be playing in the DJ Hero. Well, I will be playing this, but not DJ Hero. Why play DJ Hero when I can write music myself? Well, I think about it. This is another game that I've wanted to play for a while, but I just never found a copy in the wild. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. I played Pro Skater 4 for the PS1. Loved the hell out of the game. And I'm intrigued to see what the previous one, but for the PS2, is like. God, some of the names on here. Caballero. So it'd be good if it was even in the shop. You can see Caballero, Lazek, Muska, Margiera before he went on stuff like Viva. This was before Viva La Bam and all the other stuff they did, like Jackass as well. Like this was 2001, so just before Jackass. I've never actually watched Jackass. I really should try it. And this is a game that I'm kind of getting into the games from this series, and as soon as I saw this, I had to pick it up. Dynasty Warriors 4 Empires. I've played Dynasty Warriors 2 recently, but this looks very interesting. The Empire mode, the way it looks a bit, gives me a bit of like a Civilization sort of feel actually. Also with the fact that you can see here, like all the different characters, like the different stats as well. Definitely looks interesting. And you can go into edit mode in this, so you can make. So I could make myself as someone in the universe. I'm sure that I could, but the problem is there won't be any British voices, more than likely. That bag's empty. Right, last one's in this. Just when you think you've seen it all. I'll save that for last, actually. I got a horde of PS1 games. I mentioned in my blog yesterday that I was actually hoping, well, when I say yesterday, I mean day 250, which was the 17th of February. I mentioned that I would love to get some more PS1 games. One store, I hit the jackpot. We'll start off with this one. This is actually a licensed game that's good. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Also, although it says Ye Potter because of the label. Yeah, this cost me about $6. This was a little bit dearer than I was expecting to pay for it, but I think this is my third copy because my original copy when I was a kid breaks every time you do Quidditch or reach a certain point, and the second copy I haven't tested. So I thought I'd get this copy just in case the other one doesn't work. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that because I played that a lot growing up. And yet another appearance from Midas Touch, as they were called. I got Truck Racing 2. I now have Truck Racing 1. This is 2002 for the PS1. Silent Hill 2 came out in the same year that this did. And you can see how low budget it is. You're going to see the reflection of me, but you see compact disc. Compact disc. There's my games. That means I could put that into my disk drive on my computer, which sadly doesn't work now, but if I could, I would. That means you could put this in a CD player. How will you play the game? Why use compact discs? I think most of them were down to, most of these were actually CDs. Let me just check this one. Yeah, they're all down to CDs, but 2002? Surely you've developed for the PlayStation 2 by then. This one's from 1996. I've actually seen a friend, Author Blues, speedrun the Super Nintendo version of this. But I had to get it. Konami International Track and Field. I'm surprised this was not in the long box, because this was 1996. This was at the time when you had the original long box cardboard boxes. And obviously by, I think, 1997, they swapped to standard dual case. But yeah, this game intrigues me. I want to see how this compares to the Super Nintendo version, because the Super Nintendo version is quite interesting. It just reminds me of a highlight of the thing where they did, I think it was Skeet. The Skeet where you shoot the clay pigeons. And it created a meme where it just goes, pulp, pulp, pulp. And now, I actually remixed it. For those who don't follow my music, I actually made a remix of that. It's actually my second most played remix I've ever done. Another PlayStation 1 game. I bought this because it was cheap, and I'm a huge fan of the franchise. Toka Touring Car... What the hell am I saying? Toka Touring Car Championship. Seriously, I can't speak. This is Codemasters. This is like very, very early Codemasters. And you can see Tiff Needell, for those who follow racing, actually did the commentary, and it supports a Negicom controller. I really should get a Negicom controller at some point because it looks weird and it looks fascinating. So I really, really want to try and get that. This game was a bargain. I actually went to a cash convert store where I bought some of the games today. They were selling this game for £8, which is about $10. I actually got it for $2.50 or £2. Disney's The Emperor's New Groove. The way I actually got this is quite interesting. I spoke to in the specific store. I always ask when I go into thrift stores. I always ask, "Do you have anything else in the back?" I always do because sometimes they keep excess stock back there. I asked, do you have any more PlayStation 1 games? Because they had a couple of the games you saw back there, they had on the shelf. He only went and brought this out, and I was like, yes, get it now. I want it now. I want it now. Yes. I pretty much went crazy. Not obviously, not so everyone could hear like, he's been a bit of a weirdo. But inside, I was like, I have to get this. I mean, I love what it says on the back. 1 minute you're making all the rules, was it, and running the show. The next you're a llama. I do look forward to playing this because the fact that there's a bit of comedy on the back makes me interested. There's only 2 more things left now, and one of them's a fishing game. Surprisingly, not by Midas. Action Bass. You look closely on the back. Very, very close. I have to zoom it in quite a bit. You may see it's made by Take-Two. Take-Two Interactive. I can't remember who actually obtained Take-Two Interactive, actually. I really, really should have researched it. But yeah, this is from... There's no year actually on this. There is actually no copyrighted year on this thing. No, they never copyrighted what year this actually was. That's interesting. Yeah, normally on the back it would say there, when it's telling you about the copyright information, it would say year. This game doesn't. That is very, very unusual. I was worried that game was going to fall off. But there's only one more thing left. It's actually a peripheral. Don't worry, I'm still here, I promise. I had to pick one of these up. I did pay over the odds for this. I paid a lot more, quite a bit more than I would want, but I needed a PS2 controller. Because this PS2 controller, you can hear, it's stuck. That X button is appalling. Still works as a controller, and my other controller, for some reason, is missing the R1 button. I paid $13 for this. It sounds like a lot, but I needed a PS2 controller. But the condition of it justifies the price. A silver PS2 controller. Plastic man on there as well. If I do this, you can see it feels great. It looks great. It feels great. Only one tiny little cut thing there. It looks barely even used. And you can... It just feels great. And that's the reason why I paid over the odds for it, is because of the condition of it. So yeah, that was the haul. Let me just pan the camera down and move it. I actually have to move across a little bit here. Well, no, I need to move the other way. Whoa. I didn't plan this very well, did I? You can see all this stuff here. Not forgetting those. And not forgetting the game that decided to beat the freaking audio. That's what I got. Let's quickly move back across to finish the video off. And always on the fly. And yeah, I did go a little bit blurry. But yeah, I'm quite happy with what I got. Highlights, I think, would have to be... Where did it go? It was quite early in the video. I need to... Oh yeah, it's actually underneath the clothing. Where? I can't find it. Panic! Where did I put it? I don't know where I put it. Panic! Aha, here it is. I think the highlight, after rummaging about for about 25 seconds, would be this. This is perhaps... I've wanted this game since I saw Buchism, who's a Spanish speedrunner, speedrun the game. The game looked gorgeous, and even on my old TV, which works most of the time, makes this look like a PS3 game. So, sorry about the rummage there. I pretty much screwed up. I didn't plan anything correctly. So, but yeah, I hope you liked the video. If you do, drop a like. Subscribe to the channel, definitely, because I will keep doing these every single month. And there will be other content. For example, last week I published a Star Fox 2 World Record video because I'm practicing for a marathon called Super SNES Superstars, not Super Nintendo Superstars, because that would make no sense. SNES Superstars. and I broke my Star Fox 2 world record by 45 seconds. There will be some other exclusive content coming up soon. I'm just trying to work out what things I should, you know, do exclusively for YouTube, what stays exclusively on Twitch, and then what goes on, both. That looked wrong there, by the way. So kind of like what stays on Twitch, what stays on YouTube, and what goes on both. I still don't know what content to put on there, or on YouTube as well, is what I mean. Anything else? Yeah, definitely keep up with the blogs. I will actually need to say that I normally publish a review on Saturdays. Today is Saturday, the 18th. There won't be a review this week. I've just been very, very busy with. There's been a lot of stuff going on in my personal life that I won't go into. That just I've been way too focused on that rather than writing this week's review. So there won't be a review this week. It will be next week. Also tonight's stream as well, Saturday night's stream. I'm gonna have to cancel because I've got family round. My sister's coming around for the evening, and I want to spend time with them. So I'm hoping to get a schedule for streaming sorted out next week. From what I can tell, initially it's going to be Wednesdays and Fridays at 3 p.m. Eastern. So, and I'm maybe looking to maybe integrate Mondays as well. So it'll be like a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So like you get 3 streams a week. But yeah, definitely, as I mentioned, drop a like, share the video because I love making these videos, and I want to make sure that I keep making these videos. And I want to make sure that you guys are still interested because I still will go charity shopping no matter what, but I do like making these videos for you because there's a sense of, yeah, I want to try and get some good things, but I don't want to spend too much money. I don't want to break the bank. So, yeah, I will see you guys next month for the next thrift pickup video if that's what you watch. Or if you also watch me online, I will see you guys very, very soon. But thank you for watching. Links to my Twitter, Facebook, and my blog and my Twitch will all be in the description, so you can find me everywhere else. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry it was another long video. I mean, the first video was 15 minutes. This one's going to be nearly 35. So, but thank you for watching. I'll see you guys very, very soon. I also hope I didn't peek the mic. I will have to double check. Bye. Oop.